The digestive system, lesson 6.2, accessory glands. So, in the last lesson, we talked a lot about the large intestine, the small intestine, the different parts like our mouth and our teeth, the enzymes that break down, and the stomach. But what's left? Well, there are three things called accessory organs that are left. So the digestive system has three other parts that work with it to ensure that things are broken down properly, there's enough place for storage, and extra things that can be removed or added that are necessary are contributed to our system. So these three accessory glands are the liver, the pancreas, and the gallbladder. So let's talk a little bit more about what these mean to the digestive system. So starting off with the liver, it's the largest gland in our body. It's located in the upper right section of the abdominal cavity, just underneath the diaphragm. The bile duct takes bile away from the liver, and remember that bile emulsifies fats in the duodenum. The liver's job is to remove poisonous substances from our blood and detoxifies them. So the liver is a really deep red blood color because of all the blood that's constantly circulating through it. It removes nutrients and works to keep the contents of the blood constant. So we want to make sure that our blood is always staying the same and regular. The liver is also responsible for removing and storing iron and fat-soluble vitamins like vitamin A, D, E, and K. Excess glucose in blood is removed and also stored in the liver, but it turns it into glycogen. The liver also makes plasma proteins from amino acids. The liver removes something called bilirubin, which is a product of hemoglobin when it's broken down. It removes it from the blood and excretes it in bile. And the liver is also an essential part in regulating blood and cholesterol levels. So here's a quick diagram of what the liver looks like. So as you can see, it's located just below the diaphragm, like we said, and it's kind of shaped as like a half circle kind of thing, kind of like a mushroom top. And then these are the different parts right under here. The next one we're going to be taking a look at is the pancreas. So this one lies deep in the abdominal cavity, and it actually has two functions for two systems. So it has an endocrine function and a digestive system function. So the endocrine function for the endocrine gland is it secretes insulin and glucagon, which regulate blood and glucose levels. So if you think of somebody who has diabetes, the endocrine function for them is it secretes insulin, and they need insulin. They need their body to produce enough insulin, so that's a very important part to them. The digestive function is that it secretes pancreatic juices. So if you remember, we learned a little bit about those pancreatic juices. The pancreatic juices secreted by the pancreas contain sodium bicarbonate, which we remember neutralizes chyme. It contains digestive enzymes, including pancreatic amylase, which is starches, trypsin, which remember helps digest proteins, and then lipase, which is obviously fats. Here's just a little image of where the pancreas is located, and then you can see we just learned that the liver is located just up there, and then just under it is the pancreas in sort of this boomerang sort of shape. And the last one we're going to be talking about is the gallbladder. So it's a more pear-shaped muscular sac that's attached to the surface of the liver. It stores the excess bile produced by the liver, and that's a super important job for it. Water is reabsorbed so that bile becomes thick, and it's like a mucus-like material. Cholesterol in the bile can also come out as a solution in a form of crystals. So when you have too much cholesterol buildup, it can actually form little tiny crystals, which can actually grow into gallstones, which if you're unfamiliar, they're little stones in your gallbladder that you will have to pass, and it's super painful. And here is just that image of this pear-shaped gland right over here, just right above the large intestine, or slightly behind it. And that's it. Thank you for watching.